gonna get a hot dog? Where's that hot dog? Go get that hot dog. Where's that hot dog? Go get that cat. Go get that cat. Cat's gonna get your food. Good morning, everybody. One thing you guys have wanted is projects. And well, remember last month when I picked up this little baby over here? Let me move this chair so I can show you guys. Oh, pardon the camera work. Remember I picked up this baby? That's some replacement parts for it. Are you interested? Are you curious? Remember that? Our Ryobi 2700. Oh, PSI pressure washer. And today's the day. We're gonna see if we have a treasure or if we have a pile of junk here. So let's get this baby out. Ooh. We're gonna haul it up to the deck here. Oh boy. Oh, I lose a lot of my strength. Ooh, where are you big boys to do this for me? And there she is, the 2700 PSI Ryobi. Now, of course, this was dumped on the side of the road. I didn't just go nip it from somebody's yard. I mean, this thing was, you know, I'm walking to work very early in the morning. And what do I see? I see this thing just on the side of the road, turned on its side. Now, the thing has some engine issues. I'm going to have to try to. A lot of this carburation stuff is fixed on these units because of emission controls. But I may be able to tweak some things to keep this going. It would run for about 30 seconds and then cut off. And I have no idea about the pressure washing side of it. So we want to try to get this thing set up today to see what it can do. Let's see if I have fuel here. I have to get an owner's manual for it. A little bit. I think we'll put more fuel in. Don't use ethanol. You can use ethanol free or E10. Don't know where the there must be an oil check stick here. Let's see that. A little bit of oil in there. I think we'll add a little more on there, just to be on the safe side. But look at the shape it's in, right? All right, I'm gonna get some gas and try to fire her up. Let's give this puppy a try. We'll put the let's see, I don't know, I don't have any directions at all. Let's see, I don't know, I'm just gonna let's try putting that choke on. I don't have a pump for it. Shit. Just like that, it dies. So I'm gonna get in here and do a little investigation in the carburation section. I'm sure it's not ignition. I don't think I have any fuel restrictions. I'm gonna go ahead and check the fuel line and make sure after it runs a while, maybe something's getting sucked into the air tank. Clean the plug up a little bit. All right, let's get some tools and Maybe check her out here. One issue I found was this linkage wasn't properly seated on here, so when you go to close the choke, you're actually turning off the killing the engine all the way on here. So also when you put it to the run position, it wasn't properly seating, at least in my view. So I'm going to go ahead and take apart some of this linkage, check some of these springs, and make sure everything is seated right. I can tell you one of the best investments I made this year was in a set of these. I just got these at Harbor Freight, but these little hand sockets, these things are amazing. They make it so much easier than trying to find, get the socket set and out and all that. They just they work wonderfully. Just a beautiful investment, and I think this only cost like $3.99 or something like that. So pretty amazing. You can see the sets. I got a few more of these too, so I'm starting to do some adjustments here just to see what we got. And I've straightened the shaft out here. I'll show you guys in a second. This spring here was on the exterior. It's like somebody had maybe put a tool down here to turn the gas off, and they accidentally pulled that this detent spring, this return spring out here, because it was really on the wrong. It's supposed to loop through, as you see there. The shaft is supposed to go through the spring as opposed to the outside. I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but it's my recollection that these detent springs, they're not real heavy duty, but it's important because the carburation is so sensitive on these. That little return spring is important. I want to get my spray out too and try hitting that carburetor a little bit. This thing shouldn't have a lot of use to it. I'm going to also add some oil. There we go. What I'm going to do now is remove this. No, it doesn't look like I have to. I can more easily. I was going to say, let me get some gum out here, shake can. And I want to give a good spray here. Okay. Giving a little initial blast out there. Let's try starting her up again. part 2 of the fun today, now that I got the other lens in my sunglasses in. Let me show you guys too a real helpful hint. If you ever get oil spilled on a deck or a workshop, they sell all those expensive absorbents and stuff that really don't do the job. I want to show you a trick that I've been using for years to get, got a little bit of oil down here as you guys saw earlier. So let me show you a little trick I use to absorb it. Believe it or not, this stuff called Mochiko sweet rice flour is amazing. It's 10 times more finely milled than flour, so when you shake it on, it can get into the most minute little cracks, and it just sucks up that oil like it's, well, nobody's business. I had some big spots down there. I spread some Mochiko on there a little while ago, and check it out. Virtually gone. How amazing is that? All right, so don't waste time with expensive stuff. Spend $1.29, get some of this stuff. I've been using it for years. There's a nice little rosy secret for you. The next thing, guys, when I bought this, I shouldn't say bought it, when I found this unit, it had been stripped out of a lot of its external components and things. One of the things I wanted to do was buy some various new tips, and this was not expensive at all. This came from the Ryobi, the Rugged Outdoor Products shop, www.theropshop.com. And you can see I've got a this is a 3000 PSI spray gun, and I'm hoping I've got the right components here for this. Now remember, I don't have any directions or anything on here, so I'm hoping this is gonna, when I put this in, this is gonna do the trick. I worked with the people, they were very nice at that shop, and you could buy these components at Home Depot and pay, I don't know, 4 times. I paid like $19 for this whole kit. And the guy, I asked if you had any tips, and he said, I'll give you a good tip, I'm just going to include it in a package. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different tips here to use. So I think it's pretty evident how this goes on, and that's nice and tight. And then up here is where I believe your tips go. And remember, I don't have any I'm not having any directions or anything like that. Alright, so there it is. To promote longer life of accessories, run clean fresh water through them, and then turn off pressure washer first, and then water supply. Depressurize by squeezing the gun trigger until all the water has been drained out of the unit. Accessories can then be disconnected safely for storage in a cool, dry place. I hate this packaging. This stuff is just guaranteed to muck your hands up here. Alright, and there we go. So I'm not sure what we'll get, guys. We're gonna give it a shot here today. This is a maximum to 3600 PSI, and the machine is rated 2700. Be very careful you don't use an underrated spray gun, because it'll just tear the inside of it up, and you'll use it one time and then wonder why it never works properly again. So they got the thread protector on the brass. I like to see that. This seems to be a well-made unit. Of course, do not point at human bodies. Severe injury may result. Oh. All right, let's go hook it up and get a water source and see what we got. I really have no idea about the tips. I'm sure it will come out later once I try the various tips. Oh, there's the angles. There's a 15 degree. There's a 40 degree angle. 25 degree. That's a soap. This is a low pressure nozzle. And this is a high pressure. This is 0 degrees. So this is probably the Widowmaker right here. So let's start with the This looks like a low pressure one. Let's start with this one. Let's go ahead and insert our nozzle. It's got a nice snap brass fitting here. It really is nice. I have to tell you, it's a good quality. It seems like a good quality piece. So let's go ahead and fire her up now. You know what? That low pressure cap just blew right off the end. Let me see if I can go retrieve it. Holy crap. Man, that was fun. Should we try it again? Man, that son of a bitch blew right off. Guys, what do you say we fire up some music and go do a little bit of pressure washing, eh? Bikini up.